Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who haven't visited before, my name is Chester and I'm a photographer based in London. Today I'm going to do the Fiverr challenge. It's basically a challenge I've seen a few YouTubers do where you go on Fiverr and you get retouchers to edit your photos and then you do a review of each of the photos. So I'm going to do that today. As you can guess from the name, on Fiverr you can get anything done for a Fiverr. So Fiverr is basically a community. You can go on and you can put up your order and someone will look into it for you. They've got a wide range of products they offer, so you can get anything from graphic design to web design to photography, you name it, they've got it on Fiverr. So today I'm going to try to see if I can get photos retouched for $5. So $5 is about £3.60 in the UK, and to be honest, there's not much that you can get for £3.60 in the UK, so I'm really curious to see what I'm going to get. So on that lovely side note, I've decided to look online and see what I could actually get for £3.60. So I found this webpage that just has like lists of things you can get in the UK for that price. So for £3.60 you could get sausages, you can't buy chicken, too expensive. Yeah, so yeah, you could get sausages, you could buy some shampoo. So yeah, not much you can get. You can get a glass of wine. But yeah, not much you can get for £3.60 in the UK. Like, that's not even enough to get 2 buses. So you'd be able to get to your destination, but you wouldn't be able to get back. I put up a message on Fiverr, a very simple message, and I didn't really give many restrictions on what I wanted done. I just said, I need a photo retouch. I want you to retouch it in your own style. I put a budget up and I paid each person between $5 and $10. So again, that's between £3.60 and £7.20. Now, I sometimes hire retouchers when I have a job, but I usually do most of my retouching myself. However, there are situations whereby clients ask for a large number of photos to be retouched. Like, I've had clients ask for 100 photos to be retouched. And in that case, it's very difficult to have them ready in the required time, so I would outsource my retouching. And there really are only 2 people that I'm comfortable with editing my photos. So I'm quite picky when it comes to retouching, so it should be interesting to see what I think of the edits that I get back. So yeah, let's go on with the edits. So the first one that I did, I looked at his profile and it says he does high-end photo retouching, so sounding promising. He does basic retouch and does like facial retouching as well, and 1-day delivery, which he delivered on. So let's actually get to the edits that he did for me. He's cut the subject out of the image and replaced it with a solid white background. I quite like the shadow, and that's kind of my style, that I like very strong contrasty shadows, so I think he's kind of flattened the image a bit, but I like the colour of the suit, and I like that he's improved the shirt, because in the original photo the shirt was overexposed, and now you can see the jewellery on the shirt, so I like that. However, I think the skin looks a bit too flat, and he's kind of cleaned up around the hairline. Looks a bit too perfect for me, but it's better than the original was. So it's an okay edit. I would probably give this one, just because of how flat the skin is and it kind of has like a grey cast to it, I'd probably give this one a 6. If the background was back in, it might be, yeah, I'd probably still do 6, but I think the shadow in the background should still be. So if we flip between the 2 photos, you can see what I mean. The shadow's been taken out and the photo just looks flatter. I mean, the blemishes have been corrected, but yeah, I think it's just a bit too flat looking. So yeah, I give that one a 6, a solid 6. So this next retoucher, also looking promising from their description. They do photo manipulation, so quite a creative person, and they do color correction as well, and basic retouching. So looking at the image, it looks like they've made the image colder. So if I compare this with the original, it's still got some contrast like the original, but they've gone for colder color grading, and the shirt is still slightly overexposed. The color of the suit's fine. I mean, this is an okay retouch. I mean, they cleaned up the skin as well, but So this isn't how I would have done the photo, but I think I would normally go for like warmer skin tones in my photos. But I mean, this is a look, and I could see someone else. I know a lot of people do like cold colors like this in their edits. So I mean, the color grading is fine. It looks good, but it's not to my personal taste. And they really haven't done much retouching. Like, you can still see some skin blemishes, and yeah, they've still left the lines on the forehead, on the sides, but the colors look good. But just the they kind of left it very natural, and yeah, some of the retouching just hasn't been done. So I would probably have to go with a 6 for this one as well. I mean, there's nothing glaringly wrong with it, it's just more could have been done in terms of retouching. So yeah, that gets a 6 from me. So this one, I actually paid more. I paid $10 for this instead of 5. So maybe I should expect more. And I have to say, the suit has been made really, really blue. Like, I don't think, like if I was doing this for a job, I don't think they'd be happy in terms of how much the color of the suit has changed. Because if this was supposed to be true to life, I mean, they basically created a new suit. I do like what's been done with the shirt. It's lowered the highlights, and you can now see the detail on the shirt. You can also see the jewelry. I think the lips have been made too pink, to the point that they almost look like he's got chapped lips, because it kind of highlights all the blemishes in terms of like the detail on the lips has been. It looks like the clarity's been increased, or they've been sharpened, and it looks more like imperfections. And also they've left a pink cast under the eyes, which kind of looks a bit sickly almost. Just the pink under the eyes, and how pink they've made the lips. It doesn't look natural. But I do like the eyes. They've kind of outlined the eyes and made them pop more, and I like the contrast in the hair. And also I do like the warmer skin tone this has than the other ones we've seen so far. But I really don't like the color of the suit and the color of the lips. I mean, this person said I could come back to them and they would make any other changes that I needed. So I have to give them the benefit of the doubt, because they probably would have fixed that if I had asked. But yeah, the colors for this aren't great. I probably have to give this one in terms of, yeah, I probably have to give this one a 5, just because of the pink under the eyes. It's not working for me, and I'm not liking the lip color. But the actual retouching is okay, but it's just, I think the color of the lips is really off-putting for me, and the color of under the eyes. So you don't want to emphasize like making under the eyes look red. This is probably going to be a 5 for me, sorry to say, but yeah, it's a 5. It's a 5. That would be 10, so yeah, it's a 5. So yeah, a 5 for me. So this retoucher was more artsy than the others. They did some quite creative stuff. So they said, I'll enhance your photo and do color correction, skin tones, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they create. Again, I paid $5 for this one, so just scrolling down so I can get to the photo to see what they've done.
Oh my god!
Okay, so I'll do the positives first. So they've added a vignette, which is kind of cool, but that's the only positive. Everything positive ends there. So, okay, it looks very muddy in terms of the colors. This is a blue suit, and it looks like it's been washed in bleach, and the bottom half is super light, and the top is dingy. And then, like, what they've done with the skin, it looks like a muddy color around the side, then overexposed in the middle of the face, and the hair doesn't look good. They've also added a lot of grain in the image, which doesn't really suit the image. I mean, and none of the image has been actually retouched. Like, I can still see like some pimples and some imperfections in the skin. This doesn't look great at all. Like, literally, this looks like it took 2 minutes in Lightroom just looks like 7-year-olds first time using Lightroom. This is not good. Like, if I sent this to a client, they would be furious, because I sometimes shoot with modeling agencies as well, and if I sent this to a modeling agency, they would probably never use me again. Like, ever. This is bad. I'm gonna give this person a 2. 1 for sending me the photo, and 2 for adding a vignette. Other than that, there's nothing good about this photo. Sorry, that's a 2 out of 10 from me. This is dreadful. This is really, really bad. So the final person, I'm hoping it's a case of save the best for last. Okay, so they have sent me back the photo and they said I can get different versions of the photo retouched if I want to, so I'm supposed to send them any changes. I haven't done that for anyone, so I'm going to stick by the photo they've sent me and give my review based on that. So this photo, now I can tell this person does a lot of beauty retouching because it's kind of very, very perfect looking. I like the fact that they've addressed the lines on the forehead. The skin looks impeccable. I love what they've done with the eyes. They've made them pop. Again, this is more of a high-key image than, well, they've made it look like more of a high-key image than I would usually shoot, but this is good retouching. The skin looks great, the eyes, they've enhanced them, they've darkened around the edge of the iris. The colours on the lips are nice. You can see the detail in the shirt. They could have probably made the shirt taken it down a bit, the highlights, but it's better than the original, and they've left the shadow in, which so many people have taken out. I would give this one, so I usually go with warmer colours than this, but I would probably give this retouch an 8. So I can send this to a client, I would be happy with it. If a retoucher sent me this, I'd probably go back to them and say, could you make the skin a bit warmer? But there isn't much I would change other than that. So I think this is a good retouch, and I would probably use this person again. And I only paid $5, so yeah, win, 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 win. I'm just going to give you an idea of what I would have done to the photo if it was me doing it. Because I don't think anyone did exactly what I would have done, and I'm really picky, so I thought I'd share my pickiness with you. So this is my original image. It's quite overexposed, you've lost some detail on the shirt, but I shoot raw so you can get that back. It's a bit too overexposed. You can see some blemishes in the skin. I think the hair looks a bit too flat. I'd probably so if I was going through this, I think the hair's a bit too flat. I'd add some highlight and shadow in the hair. I would warm up the skin tones a bit. I would also increase the shadows, pop the highlights more. I'd make the eyes pop more, because I think making the eyes pop is a way just to bring a photo to life. I would probably lighten up the background just a bit so that it's more solid white. But I wouldn't do much with the photo, but I would do some subtle things that would just improve it. So let's get to my edit that I did in the photo, just so you can see how the retouches vary from what I would have done. So if I had done this photo, it would have looked something like this. So you can see I've increased the contrast in the hair, I've lightened the background a bit. I've also brought down the exposure of the shirt and the jewellery. I have made the eyes pop, and I really haven't done that much. I've got through some of the blemishes. I've left all of the freckles in because I think freckles are kind of a signature thing, and anything that's permanent on someone I try to keep in the photo. So pimples can go, but I actually think freckles and scars add some character to a photo, and they're kind of a recognizable features, so I wouldn't get rid of them because they're permanent, and I'd leave them. So this is what I would have done, and you can see the original again, and now you can see my edit again. But yeah, you can see the difference between the two, and that's how I would have done it. So that's the original, and that's the edit, and that's how I would have done the photo. Thank you for watching my channel. If you like this video, please leave a comment down below and subscribe. Have a great day, and hope to see you again soon.